What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to be debating Drum Island versus Jaya to determine which arc is the better arc in One Piece. Before we get into that, make sure you guys hit the like button and drop a subscribe on the video and hit the notification bell if you like seeing this type of content. And with that, let's get into today's episode. Drum Island was so very interesting because I think this was one of the first arcs where we saw the Arlong Park was cool, right? Because we got to see, he'll do anything for his crew. Drum Island, watching this man bloody in the cold, climbing that mountain with Nami and Sanji, and then he gets up there. Y'all know what he says. He's not like, they come up, hey, you need help? He's not like, yeah, my fingers are bleeding and I'm cold, hypothermia. He says, get them. Take care of them. Don't worry about me. Get them. That's what that man says. But it's not even the best part. The best part is, honestly, this man protects a flag of a guy who's not even a part of his crew yet. And we get to hear the speech, the only one in the show that rivals Blackbeard's speech. And it still resonates true. When does a man die? I don't even got to go into it because I don't have time. My time is up. But when does a man die? When does a man die?
I'm not even going to have to dig into the whole Blackbeard speech, okay? I don't even need that, right? Just their interaction alone with Bellamy, Zoro, the whole interaction at the bar, that alone just speaks levels to everything. Because at that point right there, when Luffy and Zoro first met up, Zoro just stated, yo, I'm with you just to accomplish my dreams. At that point, when we see him defend Luffy after Bellamy hit him, at that point, we're like, okay, this man is a ride or die. He's going to act out on instinct, not just based off of merits. And Luffy told him, yo, just calm down. The right moment will happen. And that's when we know Luffy was locking in as a captain.
Everything that you loved from Jaya, got it in Drum Island. And what's even better is you got a crew member to just give you that bonus. You got the speech. You got Luffy protecting someone's pride that he didn't have to. That was the big thing. Because he protected man's pride when the money was stolen from Bellamy. But you got that in Drum Kingdom 2 when he held up that flag and said, nah, this flag means something. You know, it's not even my Jolly Roger. I'm going to hold it and I'm going to defend it because this guy cares about it. Same thing he did in Jaya when he went back and spin and one-shot at Bellamy. He also took care of a scrub too in Wapple. Very interesting parallel between weak opponents that he's significantly stronger than. And again, we got a crew member to boot. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what there is specifically that you get out of Jaya that you don't get out of Drum Island that matches up perfectly.
Wow. My turn? I was just waiting, you know what I mean?
Wow.
All right, let me get in my bag now.
Yeah.
Blackbeard, Luffy, Zoro interaction. You could count Nami in there because she was there. That right there is the father, essentially, of theories to come forth for the One Piece community. And not only do you get theories out of it, you also literally find out at that exact moment, can it be possible that this is the actual villain for Endgame? And then two, you also get the potentiality of, hey, is this the moon and is this the sun? Essentially at that moment, light and darkness. And then hit him with it's not him, it's them. That alone just sparked millions of minds for the One Piece community to going forth. Not even just with Blackbeard taking Whitebeard's fruit at that moment. That alone just sparked up everything for the One Piece community. That it started making minds just go all over the place for just a word, them. That alone. And then the dreams, that alone just started speaking to just more than just, okay, Luffy's dream is this One Piece. Luffy's dream is to get to, being the most free person. That right there just sparked it even more and just gave it even more oomph. And then here in Blackbeard's side of things, that's like, okay, even if he is the villain, he got a dream as well. And it can't be killed because him and Luffy are parallels, just on two different sides of the coin.
Anyway, Nika, please.
I actually think y'all need more time. No, yeah, that's a solid 50-50 run. That's I told y'all this is gonna be a good one.
By default, technicality, we do see Blackbeard is from Drum Island. So by default, he is an extension leading into my argument. So I'll just keep on going forward with the dream thing, right? So mind you, after all of that, everything that we gain from that, we also get to understanding that one, about how Luffy himself, I haven't even gone into that. I'm just talking about just dreams and just Blackbeard alone in his speech. Luffy from that moment learned a super valuable thing. And it's not just dreaming itself. It's not just having dreams and not just living your life based off your dreams. He learned at that moment from Blackbeard that dreams essentially, no matter who you are, if it makes you up as a person, that can't die, because if that dies, it dies with you as well, essentially. So it goes into the whole correlation with will, because based off of what we've seen going forward into the story, some people's wills are based off of their dreams. And then if you want to go really into the deep bag about it, these devil fruits that we came off of and we learned from Vegapunk are coming from people's dreams and wills as well. And that manifested everything into the world, essentially. So we kind of learned from that moment and then all these other moments going forward that dreams essentially make up One Piece. It makes up the whole world. If you really dig deep into things and not just look at it from just like a literal sense, and you look at it from that speech going forward and just how Blackbeard goes about his life and how Luffy goes about his life, we kind of learn all about dreams and how dreams is very important to the One Piece world.
This is what we got to remember about Drum Island. Something that doesn't get talked about a lot. And I did an interview recently with my friend Cheddar. Shout out to Cheddar's Books, Charity. She brought something to my attention again. I love the point that she brought it up. I forgot. It's been a minute since I watched Drum Island. She reminded me that one of the biggest moments isn't even from a actual like true blue Straw Hat. Vivi is one of the people that had one of the most interesting moments on the way to Drum Island, because she had the option, right? This shows you that Luffy is so compelling as a person and a captain that he can get Vivi, who is literally actively finding out that her country is being burned down. She's found, okay, Crocodile's the guy. She finds all this stuff out in the same panel, but she's like, okay, they're literally talking around her. They're like, yo, we got to figure out what we're doing. Nami's sick, da-da-da-da. And Vivi's not even listening. She's like, oh my God, my country. Crap. And she, in that moment, had to make the decision, you know what? Nah, I can wait for that. Let's go to Drum Island. We don't even need to go to Alabasta yet. Let's go to Drum Island because I believe in your crew. She wasn't even a member. Luffy was compelling enough to get her to choose to save a Straw Hat over her village. The whole reason, by the way, she left the kingdom and joined Baroque Works. She decided to do that because of Luffy's being so compelling. And then he gets there and shows her he made the right decision when he scaled that mountain without thought. And she can see, yeah, no, you're the guy. All of those points connected. Luffy wasn't even the most important part. I don't have to argue for him. It was Vivi. That really showed us that this guy is really the guy that'll do anything for his crew. Time's up. I'm sorry. Nika, you got to choose now because time is up again.
I actually want to give it to Bands on this, but I'm not being biased to anything about the moment as far as I just think the way he set up adding on about the dreams, that was the point in my head I wanted to be talked about, and he nailed it. You had very solid points as well, though. I wish that I had a longer argument because I do feel like you have more to say still, even now. So
it's okay though. It's cool, man. It's cool. Not no hard feelings.
I'll say there's two moments that I was surprised you didn't mention that I thought she was gonna kill with the Vivi point. The Vivi noticing Nami could sense the storms. Mm-hmm. That was a real strong moment. She was the one that let it be known, and it was a real full blown typhoon that if they didn't move the shit and Nami got out the bed sick, she had to tell them like, yo, move the shit. If y'all don't move it, be done. Then nobody was listening. Vivi wasn't getting what's going on. They just know move off of Nami work. They moved it. Vivi seen it. A whole typhoon came out of nowhere. And I thought that was deep. On top of that, Hero Look gave 2 killer speeches. It was also the speech about what's it called? The be as strong as an ox, as vigilant as an eagle, and you get what I'm saying. But it was a comparison speech. Those are comparisons to Aki. Those are the same things known into like the same forces and philosophies in Aki. So it's like, oh shoot, that was a big moment. And the fact that Chopper went and found a mushroom that he went and found the mushroom that he had already ate. Like he doesn't like those are like I was like, oh shit, like that's a lot. But like I said, I feel like some of those points would have gotten to if we had more time. Because y'all only had a little bit of time. And you structured it really well. You still had very good points.
That's all right. It's all good, man.
I'm just saying, if I had a little bit more time, I could have just added the whole reason why Jaya sets up Ennie's lobby and Nico Robin. Could have just said that too. I could have gotten that bag with that.
Hey, Hey, you got it. You got it.
You could have, Benz. You could have mentioned you could have mentioned the whole point of the Blackbeard really like even swooping in trying to get Luffy, and we didn't really know that was the crux of the plan of Blackbeard trying to get Luffy. That was his one big opportunity that he had missed. So I felt like you could have. That's the only argument I felt like you could have really brought up to emphasize more on that arc. Besides that, as of right now, I feel like if you had more time, you would have been able to emphasize on that. So these are points I know y'all would have gotten to. So that's why I just wanted, if y'all had more time, it would have been crazy.
Well, the biggest thing I wanted to talk about too is like if we had more time, I was gonna say like if you take it into context, like when Blackbeard sits there and tells Luffy like, hey, by the way, like you don't need to show your fist to like, you know, show the whole world how strong you are. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what Blackbeard as a character is. Like, he's not like, deliberately trying to go fight people to go show like he means business. And then like moments going forward, we head into Henny's lobby. Instead of just going in there, just trying to blow everything up and just fight people, he just tells Usopp, you know, burn the flag. You know what I mean? He's showing his might without having to, you know, show his fists. And I was going to say that's a direct parallel because, you know, his mindset moving forward, he kind of has moments like that, especially when he's standing like 10 toes down in front of Big Mom and Kaido, even though they're standing over him, essentially. It's the same thing. Like his mindset kind of changes a lot going forward from that one little conversation.
That's valid.